the table clash on a day where they struggled to make the most of some clear openings against Majura. That would have been a massive 3 points if they could have held on. Instead, they'll have to pick up a result in their last few games if they want to avoid finishing bottom and potentially facing relegation. They sit on 4 points, as I mentioned. Goal difference is significantly worse than Majura, so they'll need at least a win and one more point if they want to clinch 6th place in the league. Both sides out on the field, nearly ready for kickoff. Gungahlin in their pink away strip. Tuggeranong to our right with their yellow. Two sides with contrasting fortunes this season, despite how close they are on the table. Gungahlin have a game in hand on West Canberra, who sit in 4th on 26 points. Gungahlin, if they win this game, they will leapfrog West Canberra into 4th. They need to make the most of these final few games of the season. They will not want to be the side of that top 5 to miss out on finals football. It's been the key chase this season, a pursuit of finals, given the ease in which Belconnen have now won the league. In Canberra Olympic have played 14, Croatia 13. Plenty of sides still with lots of games to play, so it's going to go right down to the wire to decide finals. They'll have to pick up points everywhere they go if they want to guarantee it. In this game, you'll feel for their coach, Gungahlin, Marcial Munoz, will be must win, given the position of Tuggeranong on the table and given the way that their round 5 encounter went between these two sides. Almost ready for kickoff. A 9-0 win for Gungahlin United in that round 5 game. They followed that one up with this one here before the two meet again in 2 games' time following their visit to Belconnen United this coming weekend. They will host Tuggeranong in what will be Gungahlin's final match of the season, given that they have a bye in the final round after ANU dropped out of the competition. Tuggeranong have a bit of a difficult run, but that ends with a big game against Majura FC in round 21. They play Gungahlin again, and they have the bye, so I want to make the most of these final few games this season. Almost ready to get underway. Laura Mustaine standing over the ball. Interested to see how she goes as a central striker in this game. Bundy on the ball, looking for Kennedy Spencer to get this game underway at Greenway Enclosed. Hadley looking for Smith, looking for more, didn't retain possession. Mitchell goes down. Gungahlin restore possession. You'd expect them to dominate, given the way they like to play their football. How attack-minded they are. Now Tuggeranong have struggled against teams like them all season long. As I mentioned, how many goals they've conceded. Grove under pressure from Lucy Prime. Forced back to Hadley, recovered well in the end. Number 34 for Gungahlin, who's made a massive impact since coming in mid-season. Annalise Grove. Lovely turn away from Percival. Wide it goes to Danielle Smith, who's looking to find Castle early. The offside flag was up on this far side. Free kick for Tuggeranong following the flag. Disappointing defeat for them on the weekend against Olympic. Final score was 10-1 in favour of the away side that day. Olympic really struggled against top 4 opposition, despite pushing Canberra Croatia close on one occasion. That was 2-1. That was at home. take some confidence from that performance, given how good Croatia have been this season. Whiteley looking to release Megan Castle. Whiteley will hunt it down and will get there ahead of Mitchell. Darby Whiteley trying to get the cutback. And the ball's gone out for a corner. I think Isla Alloway got the final touch. It'll be an early corner for Gungahlin. Bonnie Young heading over to take. Really bright start from Darby Whiteley. Received the ricochet and burned past her marker down that left wing. She's coming off the back of a hat-trick as well against Majura. It's going to be Bonnie Young to swing it in. Young looking for Amy Moore. Percival and Megan Castle is cleared on the line. Percival nudges it towards goal and couldn't find the back of the net. It will be another corner. It was Chelsea Moffat who blocked it on the line. Allen will take it quickly. Cross in from Young, looking for Percival. Header won by Kennedy. Spencer Tuggeranong a little bit asleep there. Moffat. Marco wins the throw for Gungahlin. Grove will take the throw. Header won by Moffat. It's another corner for Gungahlin. Young will take it from the other side in the absence of Ginger Oliver. Normally their set piece takers, normally so deadly. Standing over the dead ball. Plenty of targets in the middle, capable of scoring from this situation. I'll play it short again. Tuggeranong not awake again. Bit of room for Annalise Grove. Will she have a go? Cleared away by Mitchell. Not really away. Get away now with Prime, who maybe held on too long. Percival. Megan Castle. Already it's all Gungahlin. Mitchell doesn't quite win the head up. Bit of an air swing from Bundy. Smith can't keep it in. Another corner for Gungahlin. Young again. This time it will be played in. This one's looking for Castle. Header was won by Mitchell. Find Gemma Toms, who's looking for Mustaine. The two unorthodox forward players really finding each other there. Grove, calmly done, looking back for Haitley, who's filled in on the wing, and full back, and has played centre back at times this season. Very versatile player. Lovely link-up play here from Gungahlin. Natamako finding Grove, in the offside flag goes up late. Opportunity for Tuggeranong just to breathe a little bit. It'll be Zoe Williams to take this free kick. Can't find a teammate, only finds Bonnie Young. Castle, Young. Castle. Nice idea. Natamaka might get on the end of it. Wouldn't work by Moffat. Corner for Gungahlin again. Young required to run over again to swing it in. Bonnie Young's corner will go out of play. Led off for Tuggeranong. Sustained a period of heavy Gungahlin pressure. As expected. In that round 5 game, the only time these two have met this season. Young got a double, Natamako got a double, Ginger Oliver as well. Plenty of goals being shared around. There's been lots of different goal scorers for Gungahlin this season. They've got goals coming from everywhere. Now DeMarco with 6 from midfield. Andy Percival 2 goals as the centre-back. Toms spins away from Stella DeMarco. Finds his teammate there. Mitchell looking to release Kennedy Spencer. And Ritchie plays it to Jess Mitchell, who has a go, and what a reaction from Georgia Ritchie. And Tuggeranong United nearly took the lead. What a shock that would have been. Jess Mitchell as well, a member of the back four, getting forward. And herself with a virtually free net to aim for. Ritchie recovered really well. That's why she's on the books of Canberra United. Casey Smith with a heavy touch. Defending well, though, anticipated the pass really effectively. Nervy start to the game based on that moment there for Gungahlin. First real moment where they needed to defend and got it wrong. Castle. Grove kept it in. Can't find a teammate. Lucy Prime tackled by Young. Crossing from Grove is a great one. Natamarco hits the post. Good chance. Lovely cross from Annalise Grove into a really dangerous area. I think it was tough for the right foot to find the goal. Will be a goal kick. It goes from Williams. Looking for Prime. It'll be a throw for Grove. Annalise Grove does find Amy Moore. It's a really good throw. Moore trying to get past Bundy. The cross in looking for Darby Whiteley came flying in. Really great moment there from Amy Moore. Stella DeMarco. Darby Whiteley cuts inside, takes on Smith, and well shot down by Isla Alloway. Whiteley keeps the ball in, but she looks so dangerous for Gungahlin down that left-hand side. Back from Smith. Throw will go the way of Tuggeranong. Mitchell, player who could have opened the scoring for Tuggeranong, heads over to take the throw. Mitchell flicked on by Gemma Toms. Stanford looking to close down Haley, who stayed so composed. Stella DeMarco can drive inside. Good tackle from Mustaine and well on back by Stanford. Toms shot down. Took too long. The Toms collect DeMarco. Referee blows the whistle. Stella DeMarco has stayed down for the moment. Hopefully not a significant issue for her. Looked like Tom's just caught her instead of the ball, looking to pass it. Took a little bit too long. Not the player they want to see going down, given her importance to this team in that midfield area. If they need it, Gungahlin do have the likes of Lucy Darcy or Olivia Budeweg on the bench. Not a bad start to the game, though, from Tuggeranong. So that have shipped plenty of goals against teams of this caliber in the league this season. I've got to say, they've had the clearest chance of the game so far, despite conceding quite a few opportunities to Gungahlin. Good to see DeMarco back to her feet. Hopefully she'll be okay to continue. Gungahlin might be forced into an early change here. Looking at Gungahlin's run home, given the importance of this game, having a game in hand on West Canberra, looks like potentially you'd think another likely 3 points, given the places on the table in round 19 against Tuggeranong again at home as well. They do have the bye in round 21. The game against Belconnen, given the way Belconnen have played all season, might feel that that is a more difficult one to pick up points. So they need to win here. They need to beat Tuggeranong away as well. Now I hope it doesn't ride on that game against Belconnen away from home as well to make finals. We have seen that change now. Stella DeMarco replaced early on by Olivia Budeweg. We'll replace her in that midfield. Maybe more will fit in as well. Bonnie Young's been released with a wonderful pass. Young looking for Megan Castle, and it's 1-0 to Gungahlin. What a team move made by Bonnie Young following a stunning pass. And Megan Castle scores her 13th of the season. And Tuggeranong were opened up so well there. Early lead for the away side. But so much credit has to go to Chelsea Haitley as well, who cut through essentially the entire Tuggeranong defensive unit to find Bonnie Young, who's so quick in behind. Stayed really composed. Kind of back for Castle, who finished what was a difficult chance to convert, really. Had to adjust well. Budeweg, Grove, Young will hunt this one down. We'll take on Bundy. Cuts inside her. Looking for Nat DeMarco away. By Tuggeranong. Haitley. Danielle Smith. Amy Moore. Chelsea Haitley, so technically good. It's no surprise a player of her quality can produce a pass like that. What a ball that is from Budeweg. It's played. Bonnie Young in behind, who has a go, and what a stop that is from Isla Alloway. To keep it at 1. 2 big chances in quick succession for Gungahlin United. It could have been 2. Bonnie Young over this corner. With a low delivery, looking for Nat DeMarco. Important touch there from Tuggeranong. There's a kangaroo on the pitch and nearly ran into the ball. Referee has to pause play. Tuggeranong had 12 on the field in that situation. We'll resume with the drop ball. Back from Williams. Other way up into the air looking for Prime. They're flicked on. Grove does really well. Retains possession, looks down the line again. Utilises the pace of Bonnie Young. Young gets the cross in. Get it back off the touch from Williams. Gets away from Williams, cuts it back. Can't find a teammate, comes out to Smith, who fires wide. Game coming to life, particularly for Tuggeranong in the final third. Zoe Williams will take this goal kick for Tuggeranong. Picked up by Darby Whiteley. Will drive past Mitchell. Mitchell sticks with her well, but Whiteley gets there in the cutback. Couldn't find a teammate. Picked up by Isla Alloway. Controlled by Moore. Toms, Mustaine trying to link up. Percival with another good through ball. Young gets the low cross in, wins the corner. Utilising that through ball so often. Gungahlin, the likes of Budaweg, Percival and Haitley all being able to find wingers with those passes. Tuggeranong really struggling to deal with the pace of Whiteley and Young on either side. They've got a clinical goal scorer through the middle and Castle as well to finish it off. Prodded towards goal from Castle. Prime forced back by Budaweg. Back it goes to Annalise Grove. Bonnie Young gets a low cross in, finds Nat DeMarco, and Alloway stopped it on the line. Another big chance for Gungahlin. Another really good save from Isla Alloway. Budaweg, one back by Mustaine. Defending from the front. Kennedy Spencer gets it out to Toms, but immediately surrendered by pink shirts. Does well to wriggle away. Grove in strongly. Throw for Georgia Moffat. Launches it down the line looking for Kennedy Spencer. Percival so calm under pressure. Turns away from her. Natamak. Amy Moore. Budaweg. Haitley now with Smith to her left. Budaweg looking to release Whiteley. Couldn't do so. Toms. Gungahlin sat high. Might be a chance for Tuggeranong on the counter-attack if they can execute it well. They need to be quicker because Gungahlin are coming in to close them down. Every time they lose possession. Whiteley looking to play it through for Smith. Flag has gone up eventually. Players kind of stopped expecting it to come. Pass needed to come a little bit quicker to release. Danielle Smith charging down the left-hand side. Mitchell. That goes from Budaweg. Toms. Back to Maddie Percival. Good press from Tuggeranong, making things difficult for Gungahlin, but really calmly done by Georgia Ritchie to extinguish that front twos press. Now a bit of room for Smith. The ball has found its way through to Megan Castle, and Casey Smith did really well. Alloway looking for Prime. Bonnie Young. Lovely pass to release Nat DeMarco. Budaweg with a great cross in, looking for Castle. Her head's over. Puts her hands on her head there. Big chance. A player of her quality, you'd feel the back of the net. It's the only real outcome you expected. As I mentioned, now 13 goals for the season. It's a big miss. Another chance goes begging for Gungahlin. Goal kick again will be taken by Williams. Touch from Prime was good, couldn't find a teammate with the pass. So it remains 1-0 between these two. Gungahlin had all the chances. Tuggeranong have had a big one though early in the game. Jess Mitchell with a shot saved spectacularly by Georgia Ritchie. Grove gets another good cross in. Away by Smith. Picked up by Olivia Budeweg. Good strength there by Bundy. Toms. Mustaine. Good move from Tuggeranong and moved the ball really quick. Kennedy Spencer held up by Moore. Tries to get the cross in. It's done really well here. Kennedy Spencer couldn't find a teammate. Picked up by Gemma Toms. Away by Danielle Smith. And Gungahlin survived, recovered well in the end. It's a really good move from Tuggeranong though. Moved the ball quickly. At the moment, that front two looks like it's working really well. With Toms and Mustaine and Kennedy Spencer as well. There's the deeper lying number 10. Smith. Throw will go the way of Mitchell. Positive period of the game for Tuggeranong. Really well carried as well by Claire Kennedy Spencer. Got on the score sheet against Olympic in the last game. Absolute rocket into the back of the net. Kennedy Spencer finding Lara Mustaine, who has a go. Shut down by Grove. And Claire Bundy's effort couldn't find its way through to Prime. Moffat in strongly, ball hit her in the face. Not a nice one at all. Came at her really quickly and at close range as well. Really painful one. Good to see her continuing. Maddie Percival on the ball. Gives it away. Kennedy Spencer now looking for Stanford, who's giving chase. Smith shepherds it out for a throw. It goes to Haitley. Percival can drive forward. Finds Chelsea Haitley. Legged by Kennedy Spencer. Tatamaka can drive forward here and releases widely. Offside flag is up on her. Looked a close one. Tuggeranong held that defensive line really well though. It'll be Zoe Williams. Again, she'll launch this free kick. Numbers getting forward for Tuggeranong. Header won by Smith. Toms, Bundy. Tom's looking down the line, no one there to be on the receiving end of the pass. Percival can't find Darby Whiteley. throw as well. So we've played just over halfway of this 45 minutes. Remains 1-0 to Gungahlin. Tuggeranong had some really good moments though, given that they've struggled in front of goal this season. Producing a good performance against one of the best sides in the league. Wiley kept it in and will drive a goal. Mitchell had to win it and did so well to do just that. Came in strongly, won the ball. Looks like for the moment she's swapped with Williams. Williams filling in at right back. Mitchell, who normally plays centre back, staying in that role. Megan Castle will take on Williams. Will win a corner or a goal kick in the end for Tuggeranong. Isla Alloway playing it short to Casey Smith. And the ball nearly ended up in the net. Could have gone anywhere. Now DeMarco charging Casey Smith down. Tuggeranong have seen enough. They'll launch it long. Williams, Young, now Annalise Grove, Chelsea Haitley. Mustaine applying good amount of pressure to Haitley, who's stayed so calm. Tuggeranong are working hard up front with Mustaine and Toms, but they've got two of the calmest players in the league on the ball at the back in Percival and Haitley. Lovely little back heel from Nat DeMarco. Moore can't keep possession. Won by Grove. Good initial work. And the pass from Castle can't find a fullback. It will be a goal kick. So about 15 minutes left of the first period. Tuggeranong create a third big chance of the game. Only scored 9 in the league this season. Couldn't quite connect those passes in the final third to score against Majura in that game a week ago today. That was a big opportunity missed, given the quality of their performance that day. Was a tight one. Mitchell. Stanford off her chest out for a Gungahlin throw. They'll feel like they should be a couple of goals ahead given the quality of some of their openings. Most notably that Nat DeMarco one she prodded right towards goal. Read well by Isla Alloway. Then the header from Castle, which went over from close range. Percival. Castle. What a release that might be if Young can get there. Alloway does really well. Was alert. Read the situation well. She'll look long for Lucy Prime. We'll try and take on Grove, and Grove is too strong. Back it goes to Percival. Such a difficult defensive unit to break down. Haitley, another perfect release to find Bonnie Young, whose low cross is held by Alloway. They've got the passing ability of Haitley paired with Manny Percival, who's so good defensively. And going forward as well, scores a few goals. They've got goalkeeper, as I mentioned, on the books of Canberra United in the net. Danielle Smith is in on goal and fires it wide. It's a team you wouldn't expect to miss out on finals. They could jump ahead of West Canberra at this stage. They're be on 27, a point ahead of West Canberra, having played as many games as them. Going into the weekend matches, West Canberra, their next game is away to Canberra, Croatia. So potentially another opportunity for Gungahlin to pick up points when West Canberra potentially will drop them. But Gungahlin play Belconnen. Lovely link up with Mustaine and Stanford. Hately against their first. Will be cleared by Ritchie. Picked up by Mustaine. Performing really well as a striker. Lucy Prime shut down by Grove. Both of them go down. Both of them back to their feet though. It was in the box as well, so looked like a 50-50 challenge. Potentially more of a foul by Prime, but dangerous moment again for Tuggeranong. They've had a few moments in their opponent's box. Hately driving into midfield. Smith finding Castle, couldn't keep the ball. Casey Smith. Back it goes to Williams. Charged down by Castle. Importantly away by Williams. Wiley has a go. And claimed on the second attempt by Isla Alloway. Darby Wiley tried to turn away from Mitchell and ran into a teammate, Castle, who was on the ground. Nat DeMarco might be in here. Gets the low cross in. Castle finding Bonnie Young, shut down by Moffat. Well defended. Gungahlin come again with Bonnie Young, whose cross can only find Isla Alloway. It's been a calm figure at the back for Tuggeranong, flicked on by Toms and Kennedy Spencer. It's been causing a bit of havoc for Gungahlin. Amy Moore, lovely pass to release Megan Castle. And she can't find her teammate either. Not quite clicking in that final third for Gungahlin. Pass was on to Nat DeMarco. Or even the shot from Castle. Potentially a bit of indecision. Did a bit of both in the end. Fired it wide. 10 minutes left of the half. Remains Tuggeranong 0, Gungahlin 1. Mustaine flicks it onto Stanford. Moore forced back by Stanford's pressure. Nice play in the end from Amy Moore. Well done by Smith. Picked up by Kennedy Spencer. Toms couldn't take it in her stride. Hately can't find the teammate. Header won by Moffat. Casey Smith. Ball won by Young. Prime trying to win it off Grove. Taken command by Chelsea Hately. What a pass that is as well. To find Megan Castle. And Mitchell does so well to come in and close her down. What a great tackle. Not for the first time this evening from Jess Mitchell. It will be a corner for Gungahlin. Megan Castle remains down, but another inch-perfect release from Chelsea Hately, who's creating so much from centre-back. Already has the one assist today. Or the pass that set up Gungahlin's goal. Bonnie Young trying to find Castle. Important win from a Tuggeranong player there. Moore under pressure from Mustaine. Smith trying to prod it away. Whiteley picks it up and attempts to find Percival. Whiteley gets the cross in. Annie Percival tackled by Mitchell. He's put in a really good performance so far in this game. Smith. Mustaine. Amy Moore looking for Castle. Getting questions of offside. Wiley's cross. Good positioning again from Isla Alloway. Throws it out and finds Toms, who's composed enough to keep the ball under pressure. Kennedy Spencer. Intercepted by Smith. Stanford looking for Kennedy Spencer. He was looking for Prime, who wasn't aware to that pass. First of all, couldn't find her. Grove trying to find Castle. Offside flag goes up eventually. Again, Tuggeranong hold their line really well. Make it difficult for those runs in behind to be executed well. Have to be timed to perfection for them to come off. They've done that well in this game. Tuggeranong's been a really positive first half performance. Header won by Budaweg. Kennedy Spencer in there again. Budaweg. Back it goes to Maddie Percival. Hadley can drive forward. Danger signs for Gungahlin for Tuggeranong. Moore. Whiteley will get there ahead of Mitchell. Cuts inside and Mitchell again wins the ball. Took her time and pounced when the touch was a bit heavier. Hadley's pass. Natamarco controls it and tries to release. Castle wasn't really enough room for a pass like that to come off. It was a really good idea from Natamarco. Bonnie Young gets there first and plays it in for Castle, and the offside flag's up again. Really tight one. Castle not happy with the call. Mitchell stayed down momentarily, getting back to her feet. Looks like she'll be okay to continue. Young. Ball won by Annalise Grove. Bonnie Young. Off Prime. Throw goes the way of Tuggeranong. Georgia Moffat. Ball won by Gemma Toms. Lovely pass to release Bundy, whose first time ball. It was the right idea, looking for Mitchell, who stayed forward for the moment. Freya Stanford is filling in at right back. Danielle Smith. Almost won by Stanford. Smith will take it on. Numbers in the middle. Important interception there from Casey Smith. Otherwise, there was an open net for Natamarco to find. Really well anticipated by Tuggeranong's captain. Just a few minutes left of the half. Smith, Budaweg rather, gets the ball in. Young fires it across the face, and Alloway recovered so quickly, reacted quickly. As Castle's effort was fired towards the goal. Alloway's been a really key performer in this first half as well. Long ball won't find Prime. Grove, how to play off Moffat. Grove will look back for Hadley. Now Maddie Percival. Wiley. Can't find Smith. Throw will be given to Tuggeranong. Can they sneak a late half goal? change the complexion of this game a little bit, because at 1-0, anything's really possible still. Could Gungahlin rue those missed opportunities? Stanford back for Smith. Back for Chelsea Hadley. Will be charged down by Mustang, but Hadley again very composed on the ball. Ritchie only found Lucy Prime. Gives it away to Nat DeMarco. Lovely release as well. Will find Castle. She'll be one-on-one against Alloway, and credit to Freya Stanford, who got back and made things difficult. Good positioning again from Alloway. Good hands to keep a hold of the ball. Another chance missed from Gungahlin, really. Given the quality of Megan Castle as well, given away by Smith. Nat DeMarco Young. Is Castle onside? She might be. She's around the goalkeeper. She's gone down. Looked to have taken her legs out. Referee says play on. And Tuggeranong United might have dodged a bullet there. Megan Castle in disbelief that it wasn't given. Nat DeMarco will take on Moffat. We'll get past her. Back it comes to Bonnie Young. Grove does so well to get away from Prime and Moffat, and gets the low cross in. Well defended by Tuggeranong. But should Gungahlin have had a penalty? That will be the question heading into half-time, because 2-0 is a completely different team talk to 1. Maybe it should have been 2. Cross from Grove is a good one. Headed away at that near post. Budaweg looking for more. Stanford in quickly to make things difficult for Amy Moore. Cross in from Hadley looking for Darby Whiteley. Back to Amy Moore. Away from Stanford. Lovely change of pace there. Up it goes. Looking for Smith. Now Hadley again can drive. Back to Maddie Percival. Tuggeranong down to 10 at the moment, as Mitchell just requiring some treatment. Grove. Nat DeMarco, what a pass that is. Trying to find Bonnie Young and Casey Smith. Here's the player back, blocking a Gungahlin shot this time round. Will be another corner for Gungahlin. They've had so many in this first half. We enter additional time as well. Young can't find a teammate with the corner. It's almost been that sort of half for Gungahlin in the final third, despite their 1-0 lead given to them by Megan Castle. Smith. Immediately, the Gungahlin press begins. Young won the ball back and found Nat DeMarco, and Castle's headed towards goal. He's wide. Mitchell will let it run for a goal kick. Good cross from DeMarco. Difficult header to fashion towards goal for Megan Castle. Played 2 additional minutes. Maybe there might be a few for that break in play after Stella DeMarco's injuries. Kennedy Spencer's coming forward here. Not much support for her. It's done really well to get away from Chelsea Hadley. And Kennedy Spencer wins the corner for Tuggeranong. Great work again from her in the final third. She'll take it as well. Numbers flood forward for this delivery. Her cross can't find a teammate. Disappointing end to what was a really good move from Kennedy Spencer again, who's been an important player for Gungahlin in the final third. Couldn't imagine there'd be much time left. Georgia Ritchie look for Chelsea Haitley. Budeweg, and that is the halftime whistle. Gungahlin United have the 1-0 lead, but it's been a really positive performance from Tuggeranong, who've held them to the 1-0 advantage. They've held their line well. They've got those defensive blocks in. They made things difficult for Gungahlin. At halftime here at Greenway Enclosed, it's Tuggeranong United 0, Gungahlin United 1. Hello and welcome back to Greenway Enclosed. We're almost ready for the second half in this round 12 midweek catch-up game between Tuggeranong United and Gungahlin United. Tuggeranong just rejoining us on the field now. They are 1-0 down at the moment, but they can take a lot of positives from what was a really strong first half performance. They limited a side in Gungahlin who've scored 51 goals this season to just the one. They've defended really well at times, got blocks in, remained really desperate to limit them in their opportunities. Held their line well as well. They forced them into a few offsides, trying to release their wingers. And they've had a few opportunities on goal. So it's all to play for in the second half. They can take a lot of confidence from that first period, but we know the quality that Gungahlin have. The message will be clear for them in the second half to kind of knock away that momentum that Tuggeranong generated towards the end of that first half. It looks like there's one change for Tuggeranong potentially. Maybe one for Gungahlin. Looks like Ivy Stevens has joined Gungahlin's defensive line. Shaping up in what looks like a back three, so maybe a formation change for them. Lena Christofferson is on for Tuggeranong. Looks like she has replaced Lucy Prime at halftime. Stevens looks like she's replaced Danielle Smith. And we're underway for the second period. Moore getting it forward quickly, looking for Bonnie Young. Away by Williams Budeweg for Moore. High intensity start to the half from Gungahlin. They want to get that early goal. Haley with a heavy touch, covered well. Looks like she's taken up a midfield position. Chelsea Haley. Good challenge won by Bundy. Toms went the other way for Christofferson, who's hunting down Annalise Grove. Great first involvement over on that left-hand side, forcing the defender to play it out for a throw. So it looks like it's a 3 in defense, a 3 in midfield as well with Haley might be back in that back 4, potentially. Does look like a bit of a formation change on the whole from Marcial Munoz. Throw goes the way of Gungahlin. Tuggeranong look to have retained the same shape. Christofferson replacing Prime. Thompson, Mustaine remaining as the forward options for Tuggeranong. They've done really well, as has Kennedy Spencer in the attacking third. Had some nice link-ups and some good moves. Getting forward quickly. Haven't really had too many major chances towards the end of that good period they had in the first half. They had that one clear chance early in the game for Jess Mitchell. Moffat will shepherd it out for goal kick for Isla Alloway. It'll be goal kick for Tuggeranong. Could they shock Gungahlin here by getting a point? The only side that they've taken points off this season have been Madura and ANU. ANU, the only team they've beaten this season. That was 1-0. The Madura game was 0-0. Free kick's been blown the way of Tuggeranong. Kennedy Spencer picks up the drop ball. Looks long for Stanford, forcing her to work hard. Back it goes to Ritchie. Stanford coming in to close down Georgia Ritchie, who stayed composed and did really well in the end. Nervy moment for Gungahlin, but Ritchie kept her head. Whiteley Castle. The run was made from Young. Castle couldn't find her. Christopherson back to Georgia Moffat. Can't find Christopherson. Grove trying to find Whiteley. Alloway comfortable in claiming that ball ahead of Whiteley. Now DeMarco trying to thread it through for Megan Castle and away from Zoe Williams. Throw will go the way of Gungahlin. So it does look like a back three for Gungahlin. Haley partnering more in midfield. Goodweg more advanced. And front three. Front four potentially with Nat DeMarco, an advanced midfielder as well. Lining up alongside Castle. We'll see plenty of interchange between those forward players. Goal kick for Tuggeranong. Williams look long. Only finds Nat DeMarco though, who plays it into Castle. Takes her time and has a go. Shut down by Williams, who recovered really well. Comes out to Bonnie Young. Away by Smith and then Young again. And Alloway behind it. And Tuggeranong survive, to their credit, and to Zoe Williams' credit. Recovered really well. As they've done all game long, they got bodies in the way and got those blocks away, but big opportunity missed for Gungahlin. Christopherson giving chase. Percival can't find her teammate. Tom's trying to release Christopherson, who's away from Percival. Percival recovered well. Gets it clear, comes out to Lara Mustaine. Claimed by Georgia Ritchie. Big opportunity for Tuggeranong. Foul's been given the way of Gungahlin. Really encouraging moment again from the bottom side in the league. Gungahlin can't keep the ball in. Mitchell looking for Kennedy Spencer. Mustaine nearly scored. What a ball that is from Kennedy Spencer. And Christopherson's come back looking for Mustaine. Could have gone anywhere. Away by Whiteley. Tuggeranong, the side that have began the half better. Potentially their best showing of the season at this stage in the game. Casey Smith looking for Mitchell. Kennedy Spencer. Smith can't get on the end of that one. Budeweg picks it up. The run's being made by Bonnie Young, and what a pass it is. And Alloway's committed, and Bonnie Young will have an open net and will make it 2 to Gungahlin. Off the back of some really good moments for Tuggeranong. Gungahlin strike with Tuggeranong numbers committed forward. Lovely release from Budeweg. Composed finish from Bonnie Young, who has her 11th of the season. All that good work from Ian Tomside at the start of this second half undone. That's the quality they possess in the final third, and that's the difference between the two teams at the moment. Williams launching it forward. Tuggeranong will still feel they can get something from this game, given the way they've played, the way they've matched up to such a good team. Mitchell looking for Stanford, away by Stevens. $20 points between these two sides on the NPL women's table. You wouldn't know by watching this one. And saying that quality in the final third is telling at the moment. So 2-0 to Gungahlin. Plenty of the game still to be played. Whiteley. Back it goes to Stevens. Again, Mustaine pressing in. Gungahlin living a little bit on the dangerous side. Held onto possession well. Lovely turn away from Grove. They have played out well, Gungahlin. Annalise Grove Hately kept possession well here, Gungahlin. Biddeweg has Whiteley to her left. Picked up by Darby Whiteley. Stevens making the overlapping run, and Whiteley couldn't find her. Mitchell gets it clear. Gungahlin growing back into a more dominant position in this game. Back it goes to Percival. Biddeweg looking for Whiteley, couldn't find her. Tuggeranong get the throw. Mitchell away by Stevens. Mustaine. Bundy. Mustaine. One back by Natamarco. Mustaine holds her off. Surrounded by pink shirts in the end though. Grove. Casey Smith finds its way through to Toms, who could have released Smith. Important header from Percival, really well defended. Smith battling for possession. Picked up by Grove, who trips over the ball. Comes out to Christopherson, who's away from two, one back by Grove. Recovered well in the end. As good as Tuggeranong have been, they found it difficult to break through this Gungahlin defence at times. There have been a few nervy moments. Kennedy Spencer working hard defensively to see it back to Isla Alloway. Alloway looking long, won by Amy Moore. Up in the air by Mitchell. Biddeweg. Whiteley. Now Moore. Chelsea Hadley. Lovely pass for Moore. Intercepted well by Williams, who sees it away. Off. Tuggeranong player in the end. Looked like it took a nick. Whiteley will take on Smith. Smith does well in the end, and that is a penalty. Darby Whiteley got the wrong side of Casey Smith. Any contact from there at the pace she was running was inevitable. That a penalty would be given. Whiteley has been doing that all game. And she will step up to take the penalty. Up against Isla Alloway, had a really good game. He wouldn't put it past her to make a save here. But Whiteley's coming off the back of a hat-trick. Could make it 3 for Gungahlin. And potentially put them out of sight. It's Darby Whiteley, and she finds the back of the net. And it is 3. And Gungahlin are seeing off a really strong Tuggeranong performance. They go 3 ahead. They've only played just over 10 second half minutes. Plenty of work for Ian Tom's side to do. But plenty to be proud of. Williams finding Stanford. It's a really good ball. Picked up by Freya Stanford. Taking on Stevens. Stevens wins the ball. The pass from Bundy can't find her winger. Really composed penalty from Darby Whiteley. To Marco. In strongly was Gemma Toms. Lovely footwork again from Percival. He stayed so composed at the back. There's been a lot of moments of nerves made by good Tuggeranong moves. They've stayed comfortable and composed. Hately's got forward. Can't find Bonnie Young on that right-hand side. One back by Hately. Stanford trying to get ahead of Stevens, who's started the game really strongly. up against Freya Stanford. Grove trying to release more. Alloway comfortable that the ball would bounce her way. Christopherson. Toms. Castle putting the pressure on Moffat. It's done well to hold on to possession. Bit of a scramble on that far side. One back by Gungahlin eventually. Hately. Can play anywhere on the field now, you feel. Stanford will chase down Stevens. It will go to Georgia Ritchie. Mitchell playing the press from her defensive position. 3 numbers forward for Tuggeranong, working really hard. Gungahlin play out of the press well. Whiteley keeps a hold of possession. Really well done by Smith. Now to Marco. Will find Darby Whiteley. Was she onside? Flag stays down and it goes up eventually. It looked a tight one. And Darby Whiteley could have been in for a second in quick succession. Not to be. Free kick for Zoe Williams. Deep in their own territory. It's a good pick out to find Lena Christopherson. Back it goes to Bundy. Trying to release Moffat. Those two couldn't link up. Be a throw for Gungahlin United, who, as I mentioned, at this stage will jump back into the top 4. They do have a game against Belconnen United coming. West Canberra, as I mentioned, who are in 4th at the moment, play Croatia. What a release that is. Smith gets there first, though. Well defended. Away by Alloway. Canberra Wanderers, though, suffered a heavy defeat the last time they played Croatia, so both sides, by that logic, could stay in the same positions following the weekend. We've seen the quality that the Wanderers have this season, more than capable of troubling Croatia. Will be a throw for Annalise Grove. Looks like there might be a change coming for Gungahlin. Megan Castle trying to turn away from Smith, who, to her credit, stuck with her all the way and wins aside a goal kick as well. Stuck tight to Megan Castle. Made things difficult for her. Alloway with the ball. Handed off. Maybe to Williams. Williams with a good pass out for Stanford. Picked up by Stevens again. Flicked off Kennedy Spencer. They're playing with quite a high line, Gungahlin. Tuggeranong can get the ball forward quickly. They could break it as Castle played in behind, seen away by Alloway. Looks forward for Kennedy Spencer. Whiteley, Budweg, Stevens. Now to Marco. Lovely play this from Gungahlin. Darby Whiteley's offside. Again, good line held by Tuggeranong, but maybe went a bit too early. Free kick for Tuggeranong United. Williams Header won by Percival. Picked up by Natamarco. Finds Hadley. Via Budueg. Takes a hold of possession. Trying to find Whiteley. Wanted the short pass. Not ready to run onto that one. Long throw from Mitchell. Header won by Budueg. Williams sorted her feet out well there, but possession goes back to Gungahlin. Whiteley can turn and go, looking to release. Marco seen away by Mitchell. Whiteley forced back to Ivy Stevens. That pass could have found Lara Mustang, who picks up the ball now. Spins away from Budueg. Lovely pass into Toms. Stevens in though. Does really well and drives forward. Releases Whiteley. There's plenty of space on this left-hand side. High cross in. Might reach Young on the other side, who takes it in her stride well. And the cross in only finds Alloway. He's looking early for Christopherson. Controls and plays it to Casey Smith. Tom's lovely turn and pass. Heavy touch from Stanford though. Does well to recover. Tom's looking forward for Smith, but again there to intercept is Percival. Again, promising moments from Tuggeranong, who can't break through. And Gungahlin are in a goal here through Megan Castle, who goes down under the challenge of Kennedy Spencer. Claimed by Alloway. Castle gets back to her feet. Potentially asking the question. Hadley back for Grove. Chelsea Hadley can drive into midfield again. Whiteley making the run, and Hadley saw the run. It was a good idea. Difficult one to execute. Well read by Alloway. Flicked on by Toms. Back from Stevens for Maddie Percival. The one by Mitchell. Toms looking to release Christopherson. Alice Grove got there first. Natamarco, what a pass that is. Budueg, the furthest forward. Really great tackle from Casey Smith, who got back so quickly. Bonnie Young's won it back. She can't find Budueg. Georgia Moffat has remained down off the back of that challenge with Budueg. A few changes being repaired for Gungahlin. Hopefully not an issue for Moffat. Hopefully she'll be okay to continue. Got two changes being prepared. We're going to see them now. Making Castle the first to make way. Lucy, Darcy, and Lillian Pitkin come on for Gungahlin. Off comes Amy Moore and Megan Castle. Bonnie Young will move to where Megan Castle was in the number 9 position. Pitkin play off the left. I think Darby Whiteley might head over to the right-hand side. Darcy will be a like-for-like change for Amy Moore in that midfield. Georgia Moffat still down over on that far side. Tuggeranong might be forced into a change potentially if she can't continue. About halfway through the second half. Remains 3-0 after 2 Gungahlin moves were executed clinically after a first half where they spurned lots of opportunities. The most disappointing thing for Tuggeranong was that it came right off the back of a really positive few minutes in the game. There was that Lara Mustang shot that Richie saved. A few nervy moments created by a high Tuggeranong press. Looks like that change might be coming. Good to see Moffat back to her feet. He helped off. Hopefully not a serious injury for her. Hopefully can see her back for their game against Gungahlin again in round 19. They don't have a game this weekend. We're going to see Charlotte Alderson for Tuggeranong. Bit of a lengthy stoppage in this game. I assume there'll be quite a lot added on. Got about 20 minutes left. Almost ready to resume. Moffat might potentially be okay to continue. Sub has been asked for. And on comes Dalderson. So a bit of rotation potentially in that back line. Dalderson potentially heading over to centre back. Zoe Williams moving to left back to make up for the absence of Moffat. Hopefully not an issue for her. Hope everything's okay. Will be a throw for Whiteley though. Darcy giving chase with their first involvement. Shepherded out of play by Williams. Might see another change coming soon as well for Gungahlin. Goal kick will be taken by Dalderson. Her first involvement of the game. She will find Toms, who flicks it on. Free kick goes the way of Tuggeranong. Too over physical. We'll see another change for Gungahlin. Budeweg, who came on as a substitute for Stella DeMarco earlier. He's replaced by Jasmine Richards. She'll fill in the midfield, where Budeweg was playing. Meanwhile, there is a free kick for Tuggeranong. Dalderson again will take this one. Plenty of numbers forward, but plenty back for Gungahlin. Dalderson will look long. It's a really great switch, looking for Christopherson. Header won by Grove. Whiteley gets there ahead of Christopherson. Grove under pressure by Lena Christopherson. Throw is won. Grove looking for Richards. Dalderson gets there. Trying to link up with Christopherson. Whiteley. Run being made by Pitkin. Did she stay on side? She's testing the pace of Casey Smith, who's very quick and gets there first. And Shepherds is out for a goal kick. Again, really well defended by Smith. has not made things easy for that Gungahlin front line. Alderson again will take the goal kick. Finds its way through to Mustaine. Toms. Back to Jess Mitchell. Alderson. Rush clearance will work out well. Finds Stanford. Forward run from Mitchell. Stevens too strong for Stanford. Gets the cross in looking for Bonnie Young. Well defended in the end by Smith. Comes out to Jasmine Richards. Trying to cut inside Bundy. Comes out to Lillian Pitkin, who has a go. Maybe it was a cross. Comfortable claim in the end for Alloway. Mustaine trying to turn out of the challenge with Darcy. Well done by Richards. Grove. Another really commanding performance from her. Christopherson wins it back for Tuggeranong. Backheel from Mitchell. Will find Christopherson, but their defending is Darby Whiteley. It's around 15 minutes to go in this second half, plus a bit of additional time. Gungahlin looking likely of an important 3 points. Alloway with a shanked clearance, really. Third last game of the season, this one. Gungahlin, they're making it count as well. Hately looking for Jasmine Richards. Can't find a teammate. Darcy. Nice pass for Darby Whiteley. Across looking for Young. Lovely control, but again, Casey Smith read it well and wins the tackle. Long throw headed on by Darcy. Young. Out of play goes for a Gungahlin throw. One by Williams. Lovely skill there from Darcy. Flicked it over its opponent. Nata Marco. Darby Whiteley. Richards. Time in that midfield. Looking for Pitkin. Ball won by Stanford. Nice turn by Mitchell. Stanford looking for Mustaine. Pitkin. Darcy. Tuggeranong sat back defensively, making it difficult for Gungahlin to break through. Nata Marco utilising that width again. Gungahlin. Whiteley's cross in, looking for Darcy. Headed away by Bundy. Ball will go out for a corner though. Darby Whiteley will head over to take this one. Percival makes her way forward from the centre of defence. Not too long to go in this game. Whiteley to swing it in for Gungahlin. Smith got there first. Christopherson away from Whiteley. Looking for Toms. Gungahlin win it back though. Darby Whiteley. Her cross is a good one. Nearly found. Bonnie Young comes out to Darcy. Great header away from, I think it was Jess Mitchell. Pitkin. Wasn't expecting the pass. Kennedy Spencer holds her off. Percival trying to get it forward. Mitchell. And one by Stevens. Back and forth from both sides. Been a bit scrappy at times, which has mainly been due to the quality of Tuggeranong showing. Kennedy Spencer. Throw goes the way of Gungahlin. And a one by Mitchell. Bundy shot down by Darcy, who's in quickly. Nice skill from Stanford, but one back by Stevens. Might shape up here for Young. Mustaine was in that time. Percival. Lovely control. Natamarco trying to cut inside. Dalderson defends well, but Young trying to accelerate away. And they lose possession again in a dangerous area. Bonnie Young takes on Dalderson and beats her marker. Comes out to Darby Whiteley. Darcy trying to link up with Whiteley, and the offside flag's up. And the free kick will be taken by Williams as we tick into the final 10 minutes of the game. Can Tuggeranong find what would be consolation goal? Bonnie Young almost played in there. Alloway. Picked up by Toms. Christopherson, the give and go with Toms. It was on. Toms lost possession. Working hard to win it back. Stanford closing down the angles for Percival. Great pick up from Grove. And Darcy again, utilising the pace of Whiteley. Darby Whiteley gets the cross in. It comes out to Lillian Pitkin. Cuts it back looking for Young. It's Bonnie Young. It hits Smith. And Natamarco's effort is charged down. Again, Tuggeranong get blocks in. Gungahlin spurned a chance. It was really well worked by Bonnie Young. Maddie Percival turns away from Stanford. Over to Ivy Stevens. Wide it comes for Pitkin. Trying to link up again with Stevens, who turns and goes and gets the ball in, and there's no one there at the back post. Looked really good off the bench, Ivy Stevens. Almost came away with an assist. If anyone was on the end of that one. It'll be Dalderson. With the goal kick. Only finds Natamarco. Comes out to Young. Darcy. Trying to find Pitkin. Picked up by Bonnie Young. Gets the ball in. It's a good cross in the end. Could have found Darcy. Dalderson away. Can only find Natamarco. Difficult end to the game. This for Tuggeranong there. Soaking up a lot of pressure from Gungahlin, who keep coming again and again. Darcy. Bundy defending really well. Won the ball. Strong play from her. Throw goes the way of Gungahlin. Darby Whiteley looking for Natamarco. Marco nudged off the ball. Throw goes the way of Tuggeranong. We will see a change, a late change for Tuggeranong. Freya Stanford, who put in a good shift down the right-hand side, is replaced by Mackenzie Haitzma on for the final few minutes here. She'll fill in on that right wing. Mustaine. Annalise Grove, and Mustaine came in and closed her down. Ball found Maddie Percival, and that's how good she is. That's how calm on the ball she is. Dribbled through 3 plays there. The release is on again, and Alloway got there first again, anticipated the ball well. Garland have tried that ball on so many occasions. Haven't pulled it off on many. Stevens looking for Chelsea Haitley. Percival. Lovely move from Gungahlin. Pitkin wins the ball off Dalderson. No free kick given. And Pitkin's ball in. Comfortably claimed at the near post from Isla Alloway. Referee had no problem with her challenge on Dalderson. Mustaine. Christopherson trying to turn and go again. Darcy got there first. Free kick has been given the way of Gungahlin. 5 minutes of the game left. Mustaine. Been scrappy into the game, really. Kennedy Spencer giving chase. Grove accelerates away. Good footwork. Her pass finds Lara Mustaine, who plays it in for Toms. And Haitzman to her right-hand side. Good footwork, in the shot is wide. There were options across that front line for Tuggeranong. Positive move on the whole. Right decision wasn't made, but it was a well-worked move. Ritchie. Stevens. There have been moments for Tuggeranong, and across the season haven't been able to take many of their moments. Young. Darby Whiteley. Christopherson does well to win the ball off 2 players and plays a good pass to Toms. Lovely skill from Toms. Finds Haitzma. Can Tuggeranong finish the half strongly? The run's being made by Kennedy Spencer, and Haitzma again made the wrong decision in the final third. Well-worked move again, made by the footwork of Toms and the determination of Christopherson. Defensively, pass was on for Claire Kennedy Spencer. Was making that run. Haitzma potentially didn't see it. Grove. Whiteley. Darcy back for Maddie Percival. Pearson. This is a well-worked move by Gungahlin, and Bonnie Young could be in on goal. And Alloway did so well. It comes out to Chelsea Haitley, who opts for the pass and finds Pitkin, whose touch was heavy. Unselfish play from Chelsea Haitley, given her technical ability. It might come up for the shot here, and finds Dalderson. How well did Isla Alloway do there? Coming out to meet Bonnie Young. Really great performance in goal from her this evening. Haitley. Pass is a good one. Whiteley keeps it in and finds Natamarco. And she has found the back of the net for Gungahlin. And that is 4, and that's the game done. Lovely reverse pass from Chelsea Haitley. Again, setting up a goal from her pass. Cut back. And Natamarco stayed composed. Took a little touch around Isla Alloway and found the back of the net. And that is 4. That's the quality they have in the final third. Not long in the game to go. Jasmine Richards. Haitley. Back to Annalise Grove. Maddie Percival. And Kennedy Spencer up in the air from Toms. Pick and getting back. Every time Tuggeranong have gone another goal down, they haven't dropped their heads. Continue being determined to score, and Chelsea Haitley could be an on goal here. It's Chelsea Haitley, and Claire Bundy defended well in the end. Used her strength. That will be a goal kick for Tuggeranong. Again, a couple of chances for them is followed up with a Gungahlin goal. Ball has gone out for a corner according to the referee. Bonnie Young will head over to take it. Young's delivery. Away by Hadesma. Chelsea Haitley has come close. Lovely pass again from her. So good at that. Lucy Darcy, it came off the face following the clearance from Dolderson. Will be a drop ball for Tuggeranong. As we conclude 90 minutes, we'll head into additional time. Alloway will look long. Mustaine. Kennedy Spencer. Grove. Maddie Percival. Time the ball, look back for Ivy Stevens. Tuggeranong sat back. Trying to limit Gungahlin. As mentioned, there might be a bit of stoppage in play after the injury to Georgia Moffat. Dolderson in strongly, but Young retains possession. Bundy in strongly won the ball back for Tuggeranong, but it's been given back to Gungahlin. Chelsea Haitley. Dolderson is strongly on Darcy. Back by Pitkin. It's good play there by Dolderson. Percival. Trying to dribble Kennedy Spencer and use her strength well. Comes out to Toms and she retains possession. Some good moments on the ball, Gemma Toms. Quality. Technical ability, but can't find the pass to Hadesma. Stevens. Picked up by Gemma Toms. Hadesma trying to get it through to Kennedy Spencer. Given away again by Gungahlin. Lovely play again from Tuggeranong. Hadesma's ball looking for Kennedy Spencer, away by Grove. Wide from Williams. Christopherson. Williams away from Whiteley. Looking for Kennedy Spencer, who controls it off the chest and presented the ball to Grove, who again stayed very composed. Another player in that back line who's very calm under pressure. Casey Smith driving forward here. Could she go all the way? Tussling with Percival. Too good defensively though. Another great moment for Smith as well. Some really great individual performances which have contributed to an overall quality team showing from Tuggeranong. Williams. Mustaine. Away by Richards. Tuggeranong ending this second half with possession in their attacking third. Away by Gungahlin. And that ball hit Dalderson in the face and helped to stop a counter-attack for Gungahlin. Not a nice one at all. She's down for the moment. 3 players running in behind for Gungahlin. It's a really important block, actually, but a painful one for sure. Good to see her back to her feet. Potentially a few more minutes of additional time after this stoppage. Wilson should be fine to continue. As mentioned, Tuggeranong play Gungahlin in their next game, given that this is a rescheduled one, but they have a break in round 18 this weekend. Would have played ANU. And they conclude with a home game against Majura FC. Gungahlin have their eyes set on Belconnen United, fresh off winning the league. Then they play Tuggeranong, and then they have a bye. So 2 more games for either of these sides following this match. And that is the full-time whistle. Gungahlin United hold on and win comfortably in the end, 4-0. You have to say a lot of credit goes to Tuggeranong, who put in one of their best showings of the season. Defensively determined and strong, and going forward caused a lot of issues for Gungahlin. In the end, the weight of attacking chances really saw Gungahlin eventually turn on their attacking quality. They've got plenty of. Started with an early goal from Megan Castle. And in the second half, a goal from Bonnie Young was followed up by a penalty from Darby Whiteley before Nat DeMarco wrapped up the 3 points with a 4th. So full-time here at Greenway Enclosed. It's Tuggeranong United 0, Gungahlin United 4.